Hey, Daniel Ortiz here from Pomegranate Property Management. So today I want to briefly cover a very detailed and complicated subject here in New York City that's been gaining a lot of media coverage in the last several weeks because of some new laws and rules that were passed here in the city of New York. So the subject is source of income discrimination. So in New York City, there are 24 protected categories for you not to be able to discriminate against someone when it comes to fair housing or renting them an apartment or home. One of those categories is source of income discrimination. So if someone makes a legal income, for example, a Section 8 voucher or some other program voucher, and you own a property 6 units or above. Now, understand what I mean by you own a property. I'm not a lawyer, I don't pretend to be one, I don't give out legal advice. But as a property manager, I'm responsible for staying up to date as to what's going on. If you have an interest in a corporation, Inc., an LLC, whatever the case may be, that owns several properties, and one of them happens to be a 6-unit or greater property, even if you've never stepped foot in that property, even if a relative or a neighbor or whomever it is in your circle, probably not a neighbor, but a relative or an investor group handle everything, and you've never signed paperwork and you've never shown an apartment there and all that, you can still be liable for source of income discrimination. Number 2 thing to keep in mind, it's very important, is if you're licensed out there, if you're an agent, you're a property manager, you can be liable for the actions of your owner. Very, very important. Owners, you may be liable for the actions of your agents. And of course, brokers, you're always liable for the actions of everyone that works under you. Number 3, very important thing to keep in mind, owners. You say, oh, well, I only have a 4-family or I have a 5-family. But you have that illegal conversion in your basement. Or maybe you took one large apartment and split it in half. If you've illegally reformatted your property, right? If you've illegally converted units to where there are 6 family units or 6 individual renters, you may very well qualify for this kind of discrimination if you perform it, of course, even if you don't have a 6-unit, a legal 6-unit or greater. There are many properties here in Brooklyn and also in Queens and all over the city where owners have illegally converted the home. So keep that in mind. So it may not be a legal 6-family, but if it can be looked at as a 6-family or greater, you may be held liable for source of income discrimination. So you cannot advertise, post on Craigslist, in the paper if you still do that, post on Facebook, or send an email blast out letting people know, I've got this apartment here, the specs, and oh, by the way, a little asterisk at the bottom, no programs, or I don't take programs, or I don't want vouchers, or I'll take everything except the Section 8 voucher. That is a form of income source discrimination, or source of income discrimination, as they say. And it is very important that you know that the city is up in arms and is just gathering the troops to go after both landlords and management companies, real estate brokers, who may practice this type of discrimination. They hit a record high in 2016 of cases filed, and they've now, the city of New York has created an entire department that they're hiring for right now as I'm shooting this video, so that they can have a team of people whose sole job it is to A, go out and look for this discrimination online, on websites, on Craigslist, Zillow, things like that. But B, they're also setting up over 100 testers that are gonna go out, look at apartments, 2 different people with exact same circumstances, only one has a voucher or a program and one doesn't. And they're gonna look at the apartment, they're gonna say they love it, and they're gonna apply for it. And they're gonna see how you act, they're gonna see what you say. And yes, I mean, obviously I'm a manager, I'm speaking to owners, potentially, but I'm also out there. If you're a broker or an agent who sees this video and you are on a showing and you say, oh, I don't think the owner takes programs, be very careful. Okay, your license, your income is potentially on the line there. So it's very important that you are aware, and I'm ending now, I like to keep my videos quick, but it's very important that you are aware that it is against New York City housing law to discriminate against someone's source of income if you own or have some sort of ownership in a property that's 6 units or more. All right, I'm going to put some links in the description to some of these little FAQs and information sheets that are very, very useful. There's a lot to say about this subject. So if you've got questions, if you want to discuss it, if you're not sure about something, give me a call. Let's talk. Visit pomegranatepropertymanagement.com or call 718-770-7974. Till next time, take care.